Are you looking for a raw power? That's exactly what Imbibitor Lunae will offer. Let's analyze his best build with light cones, relics and compositions to get this monstrous damage. Let's start with Dan Heng's 2.0's kit, which is the most critical aspect of the character. First and foremost, he has a mechanic similar to Blades, where you will use your skill to boost the power of your basic attack. You can use the skill up to 3 times. Each use can consume either a skill point or a stack obtained from using your ultimate. On the first use, it turns your basic attack into a blast attack. However, after the second use, it begins to increase the crit damage starting from the 4th crit and continues until the basic attack ends. But that's not all. Each use of your skill increases the damage multiplier, and it is insane. At the max level of your basic attack, when using all 3 skill points, your multiplier becomes 5 times your attack. So you can imagine how he will be a nuke on your team. But if you thought it stopped there, you're mistaken. His talent also offers more damage. For each hit you land, your talent boosts your damage and can stack up to 6 times. Lastly, his ultimate is weaker than his basic attack, but it's not there for damage. It provides 2 stacks that can be consumed as skill points for Imbibitor Lunae. It will help greatly in reducing the excessive skill point consumption, but it's still worth noting that it costs 140 energy. Therefore, you will need to carefully build your team to use the ultimate consistently or have some good skill point recovery. Among your traces, you'll find a lot of crit rate and imaginary damage with a little bit of HP. As for your bonus abilities, you will have first Star Veil that provides 15 energy at the start of the battle, helping a bit with energy recovery. Second, Aqua Rain that offers resistance to crowd control, and Jolt Hanil that increases your crit damage by 24% against opponents weak to imaginary damage. Unfortunately, these are not extremely important abilities for your gameplay, but the traces will help a bit with your crit rate and damage. Lastly, your investment priority should be basic attack, then talent, and much later ultimate and skill. It might seem strange to have the skill at the last place, but the key point is that your damage doesn't scale with your skill. Only the crit damage buff you receive from your skill does. Therefore, it's not a priority to be leveled up. Your basic attack is what will consume fewer materials and will quickly increase your damage, followed by the talent, which will also increase your damage. Finally, investing in your ultimate is worth to increase a bit of your damage. Like the skill, it's not a priority since its damage is low compared to your basic attack, and its main use, which is skill point recovery, won't scale. Imbibitor Lunae will use his basic attack as a tactical nuke, so we need to pack him full of damage. Because of this, what we will always seek in his build will be imaginary damage, crit rate, crit damage, and attack percentage. Speed is not that important, as will make it more difficult for your team to keep up with producing skill points. In this case, team-wide buffs like Asta's Ode are better. When farming, we are going to look for attack percentage on the boots, crit rate or crit damage on the armor piece, imaginary damage on the planet sphere, and lastly, on the link rope, you can either get attack percentage or energy recovery. Attack percentage increases your damage, whereas energy recovery will help in consuming fewer skill points. Overall, it's in a standard build for damage dealers. Among the relic sets, the best is Wastelander of Banditry Desert, which will increase your imaginary damage. However, it's best if you mix with 2 pieces of Musketeer of Wild Wheat, since Dan Heng is not the kind of character that will constantly produce imprisonments or debuffs. As for your ornaments, your best option is Rutland Arena, which will offer more crit rate, and if you achieve 70% crit rate, it will also increase in 20% the damage of your basic attack. This is a huge increase that makes optimizing the crit rate worthwhile. Your other ornament options don't come close to Rutland Arena, at least for Imbibitor Lunae. Among the light cones, fortunately, for Imbibitor Lunae, we have an excellent free-to-play option, which is On the Fall of the Aeon, that offers a good bonus in attack percentage, and it is easy to superimpose. Between the 4 stars, there isn't a good free-to-play option. Your best bet will be Under the Blue Sky, as the other light cones don't fit well with his gameplay. Obviously, if you're willing to go beyond the basics, the light cone, Brighter Than the Sun, made for him, is extremely powerful. Right off the bat, it provides 18% crit rate. Additionally, every time you use your basic attack, it gives you a stack of Dragon's Call, which offers more attack percentage and energy recovery, both extremely crucial for him. Dahan doesn't need Eidolons. All of the videos I've shown are from my account, where he is E0. However, if you wish to go even further, he has some highly impactful Eidolons. For your E1, it increases the maximum number of stacks your talent can have, allowing you to have up to 10 stacks. Well, why 10 stacks when your basic attack only gives 7 hits? It's because your ultimate offers 3 hits, so you can set up your ultimate first, then deliver your basic attack. But if you don't want to bother setting up your ultimate before your basic attack, then E2 serves this. After using your ultimate, it advances your turn by 100% and offers another stack of your ultimate. This will obviously further increase your damage, but be careful, as it will also increase the consumption of skill points. In my opinion, you should start pulling for him at this point. These are the most impactful Eidolons. But let's take a look at the rest. E3 and E5 will increase the level of your traces. E4 will make your crit damage buff from your skill virtually permanent. And finally, with E6, you get resistance penetration on your next max enhanced basic attack after an ally uses an ultimate. Let's then build a team for our Imbibitor Lunae. He's a nuke, and like any good explosive damage dealer, he needs buffs. He has many options on the table, but we need to optimize them so as not to consume too many skill points. Our best options are Tinya, who offers more energy on her ultimate, helping a lot in reducing skill point consumption, and at E6 offers even more energy. Asta, that provides a lot of attack percentage and speed and is a skill point neutral at E6. Pila, which is a skill point positive and offers defense reduction, freezing and removes opponent's buffs. And Yukong is also a great option, especially for increasing crit rate and crit damage. But be careful, you need to optimize speed and skill point consumption with her. Lastly, someone is needed to assist with healing or tanking. In my opinion, your best option is Gepard, who ensures high aggro, offers a lot of shooting and is a skill point positive. But if you don't have him, Belu, Locha and Natasha are also good options. That's it, guys. What do you think about Daniel? Leave in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe to make sure you never miss a 50-50. Thank you and see you next time.
It's that time again to get busy with it. Best go find your